I had several questions on the Safe to Say program. You have addressed all of them by now, but I did want to, in a fashion, give a shout out to one of the members of your staff, Mr. Michael Vereb. I met with superintendents of the IU6, where I reside, and because the program was coming so fast, they had some pretty significant concerns, and to his credit or your credit, you sent a team out and met with them, and apparently you've satisfied them because my phone has stopped ringing on that particular issue. But it does seem to be successful. I do have one question of operational matter, and that has to do with the routine request which Appropriations made on the consulting contracts that are being used in your department. And I believe you had, or your department cited 100 consulting contracts, 99 of which were sole source. Now, everybody knows that in certain cases, special knowledge or special expertise is required for those, but 99 out of 100 suggests maybe it's a money-saving event, I don't know, but are you considering or have you considered RFPs to be sure you're getting the best talent for your buck?
Sure, and understand we're pretty different than other agencies in terms of these consulting contracts. When we are handling a particular investigation, or we have a big trial coming up or what have you, we need unimpeachable experts in order to testify in court or inform our case or whatever the case may be. And understand that these experts have to be recognized as experts, on both sides, right? On our side and on those who, might be on the other side in court. And so you have a very limited pool on a particular issue of experts. And so our Chief Deputy Attorneys General, our lawyers, when they're pursuing a case, are authorized to hire experts as they see fit in order to help make these cases. And so that's why you saw whatever you said, 99 of those were sole source. Well, of course they're going to be, because there may only be a couple of experts on a particular issue, and they need to be identified and they need to be brought in, and their expertise needs to be relied on in order for us to win a number of these cases. By the way, including cases that allow us to bring significant resources back to the Commonwealth. There was a question before about the opioid investigation of pharmaceutical companies. Well, I couldn't get into the specifics, but when we're sitting there trying to quantify things in terms of cost to the Commonwealth, we need experts to do that for us, and there's only a limited number of experts. That's one example. When we have very data or intensive cases involving insurance fraud cases, there's a limited number of people that do that, and we have to hire those experts. Now, one question that does come up here, you didn't ask, but if I could just take a quick liberty on.
Sure.
And I usually get this question here, it sort of dovetails on what you asked, is outside counsel, right? People always want to know, how much money am I spending on outside counsel? I can report, Mr. Chairman, again, that we have not hired any outside counsel on my watch, other than we needed local counsel on a bankruptcy case in Texas where we needed someone to actually be in court to file something. I don't think that's really what you guys have in mind when you ask me about outside counsel. So we're very, very careful about doing work in-house, but where we don't have the expertise on a particular issue and we have to bring in expert testimony, we have a limited pool to draw from.